See the Matrix. Feel like Neo.
Smacking tray, oh, smacking tray, oh, smacking tray, oh, smacking tray, oh.
Welcome to the Mac and Dre Show. I am Mac Julian.
And I am Andre Lamont.
And going to get into another segment on the show. But first, before we do that, like, comment, and subscribe. And also hype the video so everybody can see it, so we can get noticed. And what we talking about today, man?
What's going on with your man Big Tigger, bro?
Big Tigger, man. I don't know, man. It seemed like to me, it seemed like sometimes trouble might find you.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
Seem like sometimes you can pick the wrong person to be in your situation that don't understand what they got to do.
But man, there's a lot of relationships, people come in like chameleons, though. At first, everything be seeming so good, so nice, so wonderful, so comfortable. But so a lot of stuff, you gotta just look at the glitches in the matrix, cause it might be a eye movement, it might be some kind of twitch, it might be a sarcastic comment, or it'll be something that let you know, oh, this might be a red flag.
If y'all know what we're alluding to, Big Tigger was arrested for some kind of a domestic abuse, dealing with his wife, Alicia Brown, who they had an altercation in the home. It was actually video caught on Ring camera showing this, as to where it appears that he tried to restrain her from doing some things and tearing up his stuff. In some kind of way, she kind of fell into a door and had a laceration over her eye. And this is, now big news. And I don't know what's in jeopardy for him in this case. This is relatively small on the criminal part of it. But when you're a public figure, you can't get into that kind of stuff. You can't be doing that domestic violence stuff. That's just bad business for everybody. And my thing is why do these women that are with these type of men don't understand that they have to protect the bag? They fumble in the bag with this. It's crazy.
I don't think they give a damn about that shit. They only worrying about themselves. Like, they just get with people like that, and then they think they set all the rules. Like, that's the part that I'm confused about. So you get with him, now everything on your way. Like, you with him. He's not with you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So if everything go your way, it don't work like that.
And before you get to tripping and saying domestic violence is so serious and all that, I get it. But we actually could see the film. We actually saw the video. This was not him beating her, throwing her into things and nothing. This was her losing her absolute mind and him trying to reel her back in. And now this is now bad for business. I think when you with a person, a public figure like that, you kind of got to know you got to protect that person. Because once you put that out there that somebody did something, sometimes they don't care what the truth is. They don't care.
But if that video wasn't out, he'd be up shit creek.
He would.
He'd be up shit creek. Because it'll be his word against hers. He'll be up shit creek.
And because likely everybody in his universe is telling him, you got to get away from this woman. She's got to go and use whatever ammunition she can to, get whatever she can get. Because this is like, for what she done here. Now, keep in mind, this one was also arrested previously for domestic violence against him, toward him. She was already arrested in 2025 on the same matter. So she is one of these volatile type of women who don't know how to deal with conflict resolution. She likely needs to be in therapy. Maybe she can't deal with it. And Big Tigger ain't that big of a star, but he is big enough to where the bag is nice and a nice size. They've been doing it for a long time. And she's in here injuring the resources. I don't get it.
But think about this, though. She was already arrested for domestic violence, but what was the media coverage?
Because it was her, there's nothing. But when it's him, here we
I'm
go.
saying, but she is his wife, though. So what the hell was TMZ then?
They don't care about her. They care about blowing him up, blowing its spot up.
That's some bullshit.
I mean, I would figure, like, if you're going to be an entertainer, man, that's the biggest problem of it all, is that somebody can come in and try to flip out on you, i.e. a woman, flip out on you, say you did this, that, and the third, and then now you had this big problem, and that these sponsors and these corporate guys, they don't think they want to work with you. So what's a successful man supposed to do? Not have a wife? Not have a woman? He got to stay dolo just to get his bread? It seems like the smartest path.
Yeah, it'd be hard, but you really be trying to pick the right one, but you know everybody come with disguises at first, so you kind of have to feel through those different scenarios at them. Yes, the best that you can, man, and a lot of it is luck, finding the right one, and a lot of it is trying to find out shit. So it's hard.
Yeah. So I guess that story is developing. Figure that out. But just ever in my life, man, I don't ever want to see an angry woman raising, screaming to the top of her lungs, pulling my shit off the damn shelves and busting things and kicking stuff. And that's the worst thing in the world as a man, to be with a woman who's lost control. That's
But a lot of women have no control, man. A lot of them don't. Like we can keep going to other celebrities like football players. I forgot the guy's name.
Ray Rice.
Yeah, Ray Rice. But this was something recent. A football player had something going on with his girl, and she was going crazy. She calling 911 saying he doing shit to her when he wasn't, because it was on video. She running through the goddamn through the front yard like he after her and shit like that.
I got to look this up because it's an Atlanta Falcons player who they had all of those charges against him.
I don't know if it was a Falcon. It might have been. I'm not sure. Maybe it was a Falcon player. But that's some shit that I saw. And then
okay, so it's edge rusher.
what's your name?
Hey, the edge rusher, James Pierce Jr., was arrested on February 7th, 2026 in Florida following a domestic dispute and police chase involving WNBA player Rakia Jackson.
That's not the one, but I remember that. I remember that one.
And it says Pierce avoided trial by entering a 6-month pretrial intervention program requiring therapy, compliance with NFL drug testing, and a stay-away order from Jackson. The Falcons have since confirmed his return to the team. And this guy, he was that dude. I mean, he had a bunch of sacks. He's really, really good. But apparently he will be coming back to the Falcons.
Yeah, his case pretty much over with. Like,
but you see how they had all them charges on him, and then once it came out, they just kept locking him down.
Yeah,
Be all dismissed.
Yeah, they dismissed everything. So he good.
I'm just saying, when you are an important man, you can't be getting in these situations with these women. So what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to stay away from all women. You can't have no woman. What's the point of having money? You can't have a woman.
You got to interview him. That's all I can say. Interview. The interview process is the most important part of that relationship. That interview process. If you can't determine if she's gonna be good or not in your life, you don't know how that shit gonna go. Especially like if let's say you meet a girl and she is arrogant, narcissistic type.
Right.
Let's say the extra pretty type. The ones where a lot of niggas don't say no to her.
Right.
That's a classic example of where you might run into a narcissist. and you saying no to her, and she might just go the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they come in contact with a lot of pretty ass women that's just like that. You know what I'm saying? So you got the goddamn really, you got to interview them.
Throwing temper tantrums in the middle of the world in public and all
Say,
that.
yeah, I don't know your background. Where you from? What the fuck you been doing? How many times you been locked up? You know what I'm saying?
Do you have on an ankle monitor?
Yeah.
Well,
How did your past relationship end?
yeah.
Is he in jail?
Yeah.
Have you been to jail?
Yeah.
When the last time you went to jail? Like shit like that, man. So it's hard, but you got to, man.
Okay, so I got to stir the pot. Do you think that the reason why a lot of these pro athletes are with white women is because they can't deal with the spiciness of the black woman doing this type of thing?
Now, because white women do the same shit.
It'd be less though, way less.
They do the same shit,
They do.
but it might be less in some ways. But a lot of white women be crazy as hell too. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends, man. It depends.
Like that bachelorette chick who lost her whole show because she was beating on her husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, ain't gonna live here. Lost a whole show, fumbling the bag because you cannot control yourself. Conflict resolution is out the window. You need therapy. You need something to go on. Hey, listen, all I can say is don't fumble the bag.
Some people can't control their emotions. So
Don't fumble the bag, though. You know, that's what I don't like. I understand people get into it and people have arguments and stuff like that, but don't lose your money and your livelihood over the foolishness. Sometimes you gotta let people go on about their business. Ain't no choice in that. You know what I mean? My life, I just, very quick to walk away from it. Very quick.
yeah. I would walk away. When I was younger, though, it was kind of harder to do that. And when you're young, you just be going through a whole bunch of shit with women. So it's kind of they are young actually too. So I guess it might be difficult for them to kind of just hurry up and get the hell out of what's going on.
Well, not in this particular situation. They both have to be in their 50s.
Well, I'm not referring to him, but like the football player.
Yeah, there we go.
Those,
Very, very.
they very young. So Tigger situation is different. Like I would have got the hell on from the first incident.
Yeah.
I think I would have just said I would have called it a day on now.
But to sit there and let her yank all of his computers out of she was literally messing with his computer systems, pulling plugs and, things get erased and all this kind of stuff. So he's trying to restrain her. And then this moves to the side and her moving around and jumping around. And then she ends up falling into the door. He didn't push her into the door. She fell into the door and then he gets arrested. And he's on the news. And it's probably putting his job in some level of jeopardy.